Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're going to be taking a look at the formation of Abominus. Finally have all 5 Terracons here, so I want to do a quick little video just to show you guys the transformation to form Abominus. So we're going to go through each piece individually and do the transformation and then hook them all together. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. So we're going to start with Cutthroat and Center Twin because they will become the legs of Abominus. And I went ahead and transformed them into their monster modes because it's a little bit easier to get to the feet mode or leg mode from the monster mode. There's a lot less work to do. So you're just going to go ahead, take these, compact these back up, and then you're going to want to flip up this tail piece, bring forward this whole head section, and just kind of put it up like that. Then you're going to want to pop out the connector back here, just like that. And then you can see that there's a tab here on the side of the arm and a tab in the wing. So you want to bring these in, and they just loosely tab. It's not a huge big deal if they tab all the way in or not. And then you're going to take one of the giant feet and plug that in. And there you go. You have one leg of Abominus. Going to come over here. Going to do something fairly similar. You're going to fold these pieces up. You're going to bring these around the back. You're going to bring the big front legs down. You can see how there's kind of a little notch right there. That's actually going to catch on this little plastic tab right here, which is actually pretty cool. So you're going to bring that in, and then it just kind of catches right there. And then just kind of bring these up to meet them, just so they're out of the way. And then, of course, you have to take the leg piece, the head piece, this whole thing is a leg piece. Bring this section down, and this just kind of hangs. Now, you can leave them hang straight down if you want. The directions have you put them up like this. I don't really see the point in that, so I'm just going to leave them straight down. And then you can swivel this connector piece like this. Grab your foot piece and go ahead and pop that on here. And then there you go. You have your 2 legs of Abominus. Next up we have Ripper, Snapper, and Blot, and these guys are definitely easier to just leave in robot mode because there's really not even much you have to do. You can turn the head around 180 if you want. It really doesn't matter. And then you're just going to kind of do that. You're going to take these arms, and you can see that there is a tab on the inside or the outside of the forearm, and that's going to tab into this little spot right here. So you just bring this in and position accordingly. And you probably want to turn the fist around like that. So bring this in, spin the fist around, and tab that in. Then you're just going to push the 2 legs together, sandwich them together, and you're pretty much done. So I believe he goes on this side. So then you're going to spin the waist and then just kind of give him, like, you know, an elbow. And then bring over your fist component, form it into a hand, and then plug it in. And there you go. There is one arm. So put him down. Grab Blot. Pretty much the same procedure. I'm going to rotate the head in. Push that down. You can see here, same situation where you have a tab on the outside and a tab in the or a tab slot on the inside. So bring that in and push it in. Very simple. If you want to rotate the hand in, you can. If you think that looks better, it really doesn't matter. Completely up to you. Sandwich the feet together, and then once again, we just spin this. You're going to want to make sure this piece is out of the way. Actually, I guess we want to spin it the other way. And then give him an elbow, and then take your hand connector. Make a fist. And then plug this in here. And I have it upside down, so plug it the other way. And there you go. We have the 2 arms of Abominus. Last section to transform is the torso of Hunger, and definitely my favorite. I think this is some really nice toy engineering here. You're going to start off by collapsing down the dragon heads, and then they will completely rotate into the back of the legs, like so. You can come down here, lift up the tail a little bit, so you can pull this open, and then rotate the head in. Oops, not too far. I don't want it to get stuck. There we go. Close that back up, put the tail back down. You can rotate these sections and then spin around and kind of click that into place. Then you're going to want to just move these to the back. And you can see you have the feet connectors there. This section you bring around. And for right now, you just want to kind of get these off to the side. What you need to do is remove the tail again. This whole section will pull out. And that lifts up. You can put the tail back. Now you can see that there are 2 sections, very tiny little slots, that these pegs are going to peg into. So you want to bring these up. Let me tilt the camera. There we go. And then make sure that these click into place. And they will. You just have to give it a little bit of finesse. And it helps if you tilt the head down. So once those are in place, you can see there's 2 tab slots here and 2 tabs here. So this will come down and peg in there. And same with the other side. So there we go. So pretty much done. At this point, you're going to pull these out of the way. These are going to rotate around, and this little tab right here is going to peg into that tab slot right there. Just like that. And then this whole section will kind of accordion out, and then nice big tab slot right there, this big tab right here. So that will all peg in together, and then you can lift up the little antenna on the back, and there you go. I love that face sculpt for Abominus. That's really, really well done. And the head turns from side to side. Now I should say this is a more toy accurate head for Abominus. The animation had a much different coloration. It was more the same kind of color of this for the head, but I like the toy accurate head better myself, so I'm glad they went this route. But there you go. There is the torso for Abominus. So let's go ahead and get this guy combined together. So let's get our legs connected. Slide this in just like this. Make sure that's all the way back. There we go. Then we will rotate up and straighten the camera a bit. And then connect our arms. Fold this section down, which is apparently easier said than done. Oh, because I'm pulling at the wrong part. So fold that down and then slide the arm. I like to put them at a 45-degree angle. There we go. And there is Abominus. I think he looks fantastic. I think they did a fantastic job. I'm going to put the arms back down. Obviously, they do have some monster leg kibble in certain areas. That would be nice if they didn't have it, but I still think they did a fantastic job. The color schemes are so G1. They did a perfect job. The color schemes were always all over the place originally with the toy. It's not a unified color scheme by any means, but I don't think it needs to be. I think that's part of the charm of Abominus, is just the crazy 90s-ish color schemes that went with this guy, even though he came out in kind of the late 80s. I love it. I really think it works really well. The feet give you kind of nice big heels down here, so you don't really have to worry about him falling over at any point. But if you would like, you can kind of stretch them out and then get some ankle tilts going. Let me see if I can get this to position a little better. There we go. Now, of course, that does make him a lot more top heavy. He wants to fall forward, but you can get it going. You can get some nice poses there. See if I get the arms out to the side. Doing a crazy pose. I mean, I think it looks pretty cool. I always loved that about these when they redid the feet. Instead of just using the same connector ports like from Combiner Wars, they give it that ankle tilt possibility. I always appreciate that. So I love him, man. I think he looks fantastic. If you have not picked these up, I definitely recommend picking up these 5 Power of the Primes figures. I believe it's Rippersnapper and Hunger were part of Wave 2, but I feel like you can still find them around. My Walmart has 1,000,000 Hunger and Elita 1s. They got a lot of the Series 2 Voyagers, and they're just packed to the gills. So if you're looking for a Hunger, definitely check out your local Walmart. And I've been seeing some Wave 2 at Walmart as well. So if you're still looking for Rippersnapper, should probably be able to find him at a Walmart as well. The other 3 are part of Wave 3, and they're kind of showing up at Targets. I've seen them at a couple Walmarts as well, so they're definitely starting to make the rounds and should be readily available sometime very soon. So I really don't have anything bad to say about this guy. I mean, standard articulation. You know, you have that connector port that's the same since Combiner Wars. Head can move from side to side. I guess you technically have hips here, and you could do out to the side. You have same kind of knee joint since Combiner Wars. It's all that same combiner port. You just have to find the right ratio of weight so as not to have him fall forward. Whoop, there he goes. I'm going to put his legs back. He seems to stand better that way. But I do appreciate the ankle tilt. I think that's a really nice addition, and I like it quite a bit. There we go. So this guy's awesome. I really, really like it. I think they did a fantastic job with it, and I highly recommend it. I'm just kind of saying the same thing over and over again, but definitely a lot of fun. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching.